Hello, my friends. So, the book we're going to read today is called The Three Little Tamales. That's almost like the Three Little Pigs. Except these are not pigs, they are tamales. Have you ever eaten tamales before? They are so yummy. So let's see how this book, The Three Little Tamales and the Three Little Pigs, are the same and how they're different. So let's take a look. The author of this story is Eric Kimmel, and the illustrator is Valeria Docampo. So let's go ahead and listen to The Three Little Tamales. Here we go. Once upon a time in Texas, there lived a couple known to all as Tío Jose and Tía Lupe. Tío Jose and Tía Lupe owned a taqueria, a little restaurant. Everyone said that Tía Lupe made the best tortillas and tamales in all of Texas. Every morning, she wrapped the tamales in corn husks and steamed them in a pot. When they were done, she put them by the window to cool. So she makes the tamales and she puts them to cool. So that way they're ready to eat. One day, the three little tamales saw a tortilla rolling by. "Where are you going?" asked the tortilla. "I'm running away," the tortilla told them. "If I stay here, someone's going to eat me. You'll be eaten too. You better run." "We don't want to be eaten," the three little tamales said. They decided to run away together. They jumped out the window and ran down the road before anyone knew they were gone. So the reason why they ran away is because they do not want to get eaten. The first little tamale ran until she came to a prairie. She breathed the smell of sagebrush. "I want to live here," the first little tamale said. She built herself a little house, a casita, out of sagebrush and moved in. She went to sleep that night surrounded by the sweet smell of sage. The second little tamale ran until he came to a cornfield. He listened to the rustling cornstalks. "Oh, that sounds like music. I want to live here," the second little tamale said. But he built his casita out of corn stalks and moved in. He went to sleep that night listening to the music of the corn stalks. So one tamale has built her house out of sagebrush, and the other tamale has built his house out of corn stalks. Let's see what the third tamale is going to do. The third little tamale ran until she came to the desert. She saw cactus bristling with thorns. "Ooh, cactus will make a strong house. The thorns will protect me," the third little tamale said. She built her casita out of tough, prickly cactus and moved in. She slept soundly that night, protected by cactus. The three little tamales lived happily for a time. Then one day, who should come trotting by but Señor Lobo, the big bad wolf. The first little tamale saw him coming. She ran inside her sagebrush house and she shut the door. "I hope he doesn't get her." Señor Lobo walked up to the house. He looked in the window and said, "Señorita Tamale, por favor, I want to come in, so open the door." The first little tamale replied, "Señor Lobo, muy lindo. I'm sorry to say I won't let you in, so please go away." Señor Lobo answered. I'll huff and I'll puff like a Texas tornado and blow your casita from here to Laredo. Oh no, he's gonna blow her house away, you think? Then he huffed and he puffed until he blew the sagebrush casita to pieces. But the first little tamale got out just in time. She ran to her brother's house, the one made out of corn stalks. The second little tamale saw her coming. He opened the door and let her in just as Señor Lobo arrived. Señor Lobo walked up to the cornstalk house. He looked in the window and said, Señor Tamale, por favor, I want to come in, so open the door. The second little tamale replied, Señor Lobo, muy guapo. I'm sorry to say I won't let you in, so please go away. Señor Lobo answered, I'll huff and I'll puff like a Texas tornado and blow your casita from here to Laredo. Oh no, the poor little tamales. Then he huffed and he puffed until he blew the cornstalk casita to pieces. But the two little tamales escaped just in time. They ran to their sister's house in the desert, the one made of cactus. So now they're going to the cactus house. Oh. The third little tamale saw them coming. She opened the door and let them in just as Señor Lobo arrived. Señor Lobo walked up to the cactus house. He looked in the window and he knocked on the door. Ow! He yelled as the cactus thorn stuck him. Then he said, Señorita Tamale, por favor, I want to come in, so open the door. The third little tamale replied, Señor Lobo, muy tonto. I'm sorry to say I won't let you in, so please go away. Señor Lobo answered, I'll huff and I'll puff like a Texas tornado and blow your casita from here to Laredo. Oh no, do you think he's going to be able to blow this house down? Because this house has thorns and they have already pricked our poor Lobo, the wolf. Go ahead and try. I don't think you can, the third tamale had told him. That made Señor Lobo angry. He huffed and he puffed and he huffed and he puffed. He huffed and puffed until he was out of breath. But the third little casita never budged because the cactus was tough. Its roots were strong, and its long, sharp thorns were woven tightly together. He can't blow the house down. I know what I'll do, Señor Lobo said. If I can't blow this house to pieces, I'll climb down the chimney. The three little tamales will never know I'm coming. But when Señor Lobo climbed on top of the house, the cactus thorns pricked his paws. Ay, 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 he yelped as he tiptoed across the roof. He's getting prickled from the cactus. Señor Lobo is on the roof. He is coming down the chimney. What will we do? We better run, cried the first tamale. We better hide, said the second tamale. Oh, no, we won't, said the third tamale. I'm not afraid of Señor Lobo. I know a better way to deal with him than running away and hiding. She told the others her plan, and they agreed to help her. So the third tamale has an idea. Let's see what her idea is. The three little tamales filled a pot with water and set it on the fire to boil. They heard Señor Lobo climbing down the chimney. Ay, 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 he yelled. Splash! He fell into the pot of water. The three little tamales covered the pot with an iron lid. Ah, let me out, Señor Lobo howled. No, we can't, the three tamales replied. We're cooking wolf tamales for dinner. They plan to cook him into a tamale. I don't want to be a tamale, Senor Lobo yelled. He jumped out of the pot, climbed back up the chimney, and ran across the roof. He didn't let the cactus thorn slow him down. He ran until he was out of sight, and he never came back. Senor Lobo was gone for good. The three little tamales had nothing to worry about, so they had a fiesta and invited all their friends to celebrate. And who were the friends who came to the fiesta of the three little tamales? Why, the runaway tortillas, of course. The end. I hope you liked that story of the three little tamales. It had some things that were the same and some things that were different from the three little pigs that we have heard before. Well, right now, we're going to go to the next slide and see what activity we're going to do with our book, The Three Little Tamales. Bye, friends. See you later.